Hey guys, today it's all about the 6-gallon tall. I'm going to show you some of my observations that I've seen related to coral growth, particularly zoas, and my parameters and the lighting. And I'll also do maintenance today. I'm going to show you what I do to maintain the 6-gallon. All right, here's the 6-gallon. What I wanted to show you guys today is some things that I observed when I made some changes to the tank. Now obviously it's not clean, and that was one of the things I did. I left it alone for over a month, no water change, no nothing. And I wanted to see what would happen to the zoas. They weren't really opening up as much as I thought they should. A matter of fact, some of them, that one on the bottom was completely closed, and the one all the way on the top. For those of you who are new to the channel, this was a 6-gallon tall. I made this several years ago and I took it offline. It was sitting empty under my desk here. It's got a Kessel A80 light over it, and I made an external overflow box for it just because of the room and experimentation. So that's what this is all about for those of you who are new to the channel. I do have a few videos on how I made all this stuff. Okay, this was the tank back in October. Now those of you who are new to the hobby, you know, as soon as you put your live rock in there, if you're doing it this way, the tank looks so clean and nice. And this is before the ugly stage when diatoms can grow and algae. So this is what the tank looked like before I put anything in it. I wanted to show you this single mushroom that was on the live rock when I first put it in. This is 3 months later, and in December when I went to Fish Guy Mike's to do the video, I put the zoas in here. So they were in here for 3 months at this point. This is my maintenance process. I'll show you around a little bit and show you what I do. The first thing I do is slide this out. You guys that have seen this before, I like to unplug my ATO because it shakes and then it comes on. So I slide this out so I can get at the glass, clean it, see the overflow in the back, and I'll show you all that in a second. All right, so here's the overflow in the back. Some time ago now, I made a video on how I built this. You can check that out. It's an external overflow box. I have the Digiton ATO float sensor, and that's been working really well for me. Let's get into the parameters and my observations on what I think is happening in a positive way in the tank. I'll do about a 10% water change today in here. I thought what I would do first is test nitrate and phosphate just to see what those numbers are and then go from there. When you're trying to figure out what's good or bad in your tank, it's a good place to start. Test nitrate, phosphate, pH, alkalinity, and keep an eye on your temperature also. Alright, here's the test results. You can't really tell from here, but the water was very clear, and according to the chart, I was 0. Since this test, I've decided, you know, every time I test nitrate, I'm 0. I'm going to get a Hana nitrate checker. Those are quite good. As far as my phosphate is concerned, I was 0.33, and I'll tell you why that doesn't bother me. Because my zoas are looking really, really good. And as I said earlier, check your temperature. I was running my temperature quite low, around 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Sometimes 76 it would rise. And I thought, well, let's try raising the temperature a little higher. And I checked my temperature and I was 79 degrees Fahrenheit the last several weeks. That's right when my zoas started to open up and really grow and flourish. As far as phosphate being 0.33, I've had my 75-gallon tank at 0.57, and look at the quality and the coloration and the health of the corals here. Zoas enjoy phosphate. They do very well in high nutrient water. So here's that orange mushroom. Remember, it was one mushroom. Now it's split into two. I've left the tank alone. I've raised the temperature from 75 to about 79 or 80. And I've allowed the phosphate to rise because I haven't been changing so much water. So it's one of those two things, higher nutrients or the temperature change. Allow your tank to be the guide on what you do with your tank. If it's looking really, really good, leave it alone for a while. As far as my lighting is concerned, I made no change to that. I have the Kessel A80 doing a very good job lighting the small tank.